Hey, what's up guys? It is DJ. We've got some maps to take a look at today. We had so many mods released today that we had to make a separate video just for all the new maps. So let's take a look at those. 5 new maps were released today. All platforms got 3 of them, and PC and Mac players got 2 of them. We'll leave some timestamps linked below. Otherwise, let's just jump right in. Starting off with the ones for all platforms, we have Domaine De L'Orée. I have no idea how to say that, but top left-hand corner. This is a small map. They say simply created and imagined. You'll find a farm with some tools, chickens, cows, beehives, and a good dog named Harley. There is one potential secondary farm, which is plot 31, they say. We'll take a look at that. We have 60 cultivatable fields, with 58 of them having missions, 15 plots for wood, 2 plots for olives, 4 small plots of grapes. That's kind of cool. That's a lot of stuff that you don't normally get. 3 for placing buildings, 7 points of sale, 7 production points, 1 BGA, and a partridge in a pear tree. Not that last part, of course. They do say that the map is ideal for solo and 3 to 4 person multiplayer games, but make it a little crowded past that since the sizes, it's not massive. There's also 4 required mods for this: Fridge Farm Buildings Pack, Metal Shed, Grape Production Pack, and Old Sheep Fold. So heads up through there. Taking a look at that PDA, areas that we get 2 and 47 right through here. Now they say plot 31 can be had as a secondary plot. Right there it is. So we've got a nice area right above it, so you can do everything you need to do. Of course, we got everything you could want and need all the way through. Can we buy the outside of the map? I don't think we need to, because we can buy quite literally every little bit of it, minus whatever that little sliver is right through there. So pretty much everywhere we could buy. Almost. It reminds me a lot of the French map from the base game, so if you guys like that, I think you're really going to like this as well. What do we get in new farmer mode? Well, quite a bit, actually. We have the Steyr 8150 and a Kloss Axion 800. That Axion 800, that is a big tractor to have starting off. We also have the New Holland CH770 and a Mahindra Retriever. Tippers, we have the Kloss and the Velger. We have our header itself. We have a plow, cultivator. We also have a power harrow and a seeder, which match up perfectly with each other. We got a roller, which is not something we normally get in new farmer mode. We got your Breedle and your Amazon fertilizer spreaders. We have a weeder. We've got a front mower, tedder. We've got a windrower, which kind of kicks stuff up to the sides. We've also got your loading wagon, front loader tools with a pallet fork and universal bucket, header trailer, and a weight. A lot to this. Kind of nice. It's very simple. There's nothing too wild and crazy, but it's been done really well. It kind of looks like a base game map, if you guys are into that. Next up, we have the map Carinthia, which starts you off right here among some really loud ducks. I'm sure Richard will love that. This map, well, right off the bat, it requires non-mods, but those non-mods, some of them require 2 more. Just figured I'd let you know. This map is the home country of Austria, or Carinthia. On the map, you'll find 115 fields, meadows, 12 forestry areas, in large to small split sections. So every single thing is split up, and the outside of the map is unpurchasable. So heads up through there. Most of it is just going to be trees or buildings, stuff like that. So you don't have to worry about it too much, but it would be nice. For example, where are we at right now? Yeah, a couple of these trees would be nice to cut them down, but you can't. Sorry. On here, you'll find a quaint village with a farmer's market where you can sell your products from the farming and productions that you do. We have BGA, an inn, supermarket, agriculture, trade, fish farm, and a sawmill as installed in productions and sell outlets. In addition to building sites are prepared for free disposal, aka you can use them however you want to. It's also a contracting company, and as a player, you could start with courtyard number 2, with fields and various vehicles and machines. Stables for horses, cows, pigs, chickens are all installed on the farm. The stable for the sheep and the cow pasture also located just outside. You can take water from the lakes and rivers nearby. So there you go. We've got a couple areas, 1 and 3 right there as we go up 29, and then the main farm, I believe, 140 and 54. Just kind of pop it around so we can take a look here. Bunch of trees all the way around. Of course, we do have buildings that are required, so good luck. If you're like me, you're just having a great time right now. Let's take a look at stuff that we get in new farmer mode. Let's pop over. Small tractors. We have the New Holland T6. We have the Reform, which does require the hay and forage pack. This may be one of the first maps that does require a DLC, so heads up if you don't have that. you don't have this. We also have the Star 8150. It's like the other map does. Kind of cool to see that coming back. We have the Top Liner 4090. We have the Velcro trailer. We have a header to go along with it. Tiny, teeny little plow. We have a power harrow with a seeder that match perfectly, as well as a fertilizer spreader. Front mower that's going to go really, really nicely on the reform. So if you use that, that's good. We have a nice tedder, windrow, forge wagon, front loader tool with a bucket, and we have our header trailer. And your last map for all platforms today is Frühling 2K23. Had to fly a little high to get over the map border right there so you guys can see. This is based on a 2x or 2 kilometer by 2 kilometer, I guess 1x map. Full size, all platforms, all good stuff through there. However, it is itty bitty, teeny little tiny. So you can see all the way around, and then the area that we have right here. This may be something that you're interested in. You're like, you know what? I'm going to own every single field, and it is all going to be mine, and I shall rule the world. And that is totally cool. Hey, I support you for that. We've got a lot of cool stuff on here. Fictional map designed with small to medium machines in mind. Beautiful rustic farm, 14 fields, 6 meadows, 1 forestry area, and 1 building site. In addition, the map is already equipped with the most important sales and production points right from the start, so you guys can just get going right away. The farm itself does include cows and chickens, and you can also expand your animals with 1 open cow pasture, 1 beekeeping, a sheepfold, and a horse paddock available to buy. The pastures are animal grazing ready, which is pretty cool. There are a couple of required mods for this, nothing too crazy. You have Hessian Farm, which is a whole pack, I believe, and then Old Grain Mill as well. So you've got all of that. Let's take a look at what we get. So we've got 15, 22, 23, 28, and then 14 all the way up here at the top. Field prices are super good, I think, for the most part. You'll probably need to harvest 2 or 3 times in order to get your money out of them, but shouldn't be too difficult. You cannot buy the outside of the map, so heads up through there as well, and you can't buy the lake, which would be actually kind of neat if you could, but unfortunately, not today. In new farmer mode, we do get quite a bit of equipment and small tractors. We have a favored 515 and the 511. We've got the Kloss Dominator, which is kind of exciting. It is a custom version for the Frühling map, so that's also something that we maybe need to take a look into. And we have Manitou. We have 3 Velcro trailers, as if 2 wasn't enough. We've got our header. We've also got a plow, cultivator, seeder, manure spreader, slurry spreader, weeder. We've got a mower, tedder, windrow, actually some big stuff through there, loading wagon, stuff for animals. So you've got a feed mixer as well as something to move around your milk and water. We've got a front loader. We've got a manure fork for that front loader, a Kloss header trailer that is also the Frühling map. And then we've got a weight and the Bachmann. So I'm curious, what do we get? Well, it's all going to be through here. Very interesting. It doesn't look like we've got anything too wild and crazy, although there is an extra wheat and barley and stuff onto that. I'm guessing maybe that's from something. I have no idea. Yeah, I'm not even sure quite what's different about this. Yeah. I don't know. Jumping over to our new ones for PC and Mac players, and we start with Southern Blackforest, which is kind of a flag that is literally being beaten to death. This is from Albi, and it is their first map made for Farming Simulator. Again, it is PC and Mac only, no required mods, so get excited about that. That's not something that's for granted anymore, so there you go. We have 3 farms. We have an organic, a conventional, and 1 for horses. We also have some contractor stuff, 254 lands to buy. There's a lot to buy on here as well. 36 forestry areas, various cells and production sites. There is water at a local pond and at the village by the church. Elevation model is for a region of Google Earth, and it is based on the area that they live in. It's 700 meters, I believe they said, above sea level, which just seems incredibly, really, really high up there. And then I start to think, I'm like, oh, 700 meters, that's, I don't know how many feet that is, but I lived in a town that was almost 4,000 feet above sea level when I was in college, so hey, I get it. They do say you will need the mod, the Kloss Dominator 108 SL Maxi from Giant Software, and then they say the harvester will be missing from the dealer if you don't have that. So heads up there, make sure you have that. One thing that I will say is, I think I've got that. Let's see. Oh, I do not. So it's not a required mod, but it is a mod that they've put base game. So it would be nice if they're going to do that to switch it up and make that a required mod, or do like they did on the last map and actually force it in. Taking a little closer look at that PDA, here's what we've got. We have a bunch of stuff that's just owned right off the bat. Farmland 67 and 63, 85, 86, and 1, which is where one of the farms is. We also get a huge area right over here with a lot of worth in those fields. Same thing at the top and a little bit at the top right-hand corner as well. A lot of stuff through here. I think we might be able to buy the entire map. We could probably try that out and see. NPC, my farm, click it. Hopefully it doesn't crash the game. Sometimes that does happen. There we go. No, the entire PDA is purchasable. Very cool. That's a big W right there. Now, owned items, we don't have the Colossus Dominator downloaded from Giants, but we do have a few other things. We have the Fendt Vario 314 as well as the 515. We've got the ABCC class tipper. We've got a plow, cultivator. We've got a seeder. We've also got a manure spreader, slurry spreader, mower, weeder, tedder, windrow, forage wagon. We've got a baler. Hey, it's super cool that they're utilizing the Fendt baler right there. That's awesome. As well as an Anderson piece to pick up all your bales with. A little thing to do some logging. We've got a straw blower. We've got a front loader. We've got a plethora of front loader tools and a weight. But again, we don't have that. We don't have that combine. And your last map, the fifth one today, Good Times Farm from Carl TG, a new one for PC and Mac players. You may be able to hear, but the sounds of the birds is just almost deafening. It is very, very loud, at least not something that I prefer. On here we have a very detailed PDA, they say, which I would say is quite detailed. They've got custom bird sounds in the forest. Please turn them down. They're so loud. One main farm, including a small log cabin in the woods. It's actually where we start off. Train system with sell points. Yeah, it's got a train system on here. 51 fields, missions, 89 farmlands to buy. 10 sell points. All base game products can be sold. Collectibles, custom foliage and ground textures. Precision farming ready. And also, no required mods. At least it doesn't seem like it is. Once that did, and then... But this one, I think we're good. Underwater, taking a look at this. I know some people like to look underwater, and I didn't do it on the other one. So there you go. There's underwater here, and then we've got a little drop-off right here for the dam. Very cool. I like this. This is neat. Only things I don't like, all those birds. Get out of here, birds. And then, obviously, we've got some custom, like, draw distances for our trees here. So you're not going to be getting trees way out. You're just going to be getting some stuff like that. We do have some non-conventional sized fields. So they're not quite square. They're 4 straight sides. They're just not completely square. Is that trapezoid? I don't know. What do we get in new farmer mode? Let's take a look at that. Quite a bit, actually, for a logging map. We've got the Valtra G135, Massey Ferguson 7726S, as well as a lot of large tractors with the versatile 4-wheel drive, John Deere 8R410, Fendt 942 Black Beauty. We also have the Axia 960 and the John Deere 7R350. Some of the biggest tractors in the base game right there. And then we have a New Holland harvester. We could have gone a little bit bigger if we're going to do that. We also have a Schaefer, and we have a pickup and a Mahindra Retriever. As for our stuff, we have the Flegel ASW tipper. That's kind of cool. You never really see that base game, at least starting off. We also have a nice header, big cultivator, big seeder, a couple sprayers, fertilizer spreader. We have a forage wagon, chainsaw, which is nice. We have an Anderson M160. We also have pallet fork, which goes on your telehandler. And then we have a header trailer for that New Holland. So there you go. Man, what a day for mods. Well, guys, that is it for today's maps. New maps? I don't know. New mods, new maps, all that good stuff. Hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Drop a like, get subscribed if you're new, enjoy the DjGoHam fam. Double check those notifications. That way, you never miss daily farm sim videos here on the channel. Already released the new mods version. The Reaper 2000 came out today. Quad tractor, Kinsey wagons, and even the Hot Rod came out. Unfortunately, PC and Mac only. So check all that out if you haven't seen it already. Otherwise, have a great day. We'll see you later.